I'm Ebony Blake from Ames, Alabama, and I am sitting here today with
Club AM.
Here at Workplay, and we're gonna chat about HIV. How fun is that?
Let's get into it.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. So first, I'm just gonna throw some common knowledge questions at you. So if I ask you how was HIV transmitted, what would y'all say?
Sex, unprotected, intercourse,
Like with the needle or something like that.
Okay.
Unclean germs, stuff like that. That's sexual activity.
So if I said what bodily fluids, so we said unprotected sex, we said, needles, germs, what type of bodily fluids would you name?
Blood.
Okay. Whatever.
I've heard saliva.
Yeah, I heard saliva too.
Yeah.
Okay.
As always. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else y'all would say?
Semen.
Okay. Yeah. So when we talk about unprotected sex, so we got semen, including pre-com. So a lot of times guys want to throw out my pull-out game is strong.
Yeah.
Not necessarily so. So
Right.
infection of any type, whether it's HIV, STDs,
Right.
or STIs. You hear me say STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, or STIs, sexually transmitted infections.
Okay.
You can find those in pre-com too. So, when it comes to pulling out, not trying to get a girl pregnant or whatever the case may be, HIV can be present there too. When we talk about sharing needles, whether it's drug usage or tattoos, how many of y'all got tattoos? Yeah. So, if you're not getting tattoos done at a shop that may be reputable, maybe a little homie down the street came and gave you a tattoo.
Right.
And might be using it on the same person over and over. That's the sharing of needles and blood, and then also from mom to baby. So a lot of people don't think about it that way. So if a mom is breastfeeding, or if she has a baby through childbirth and she's HIV positive and kind of not sticking to her medicine, she can pass it on to her child that way.
Right.
So those are the main ways. So
Yeah, you know your stuff.
Yeah. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. What type of stuff doesn't spread HIV?
I would say saliva.
Okay, so I didn't hit on that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hugs.
Go ahead.
Yeah, free hugs.
The club with the
So when we talk about saliva, so it would take up to a gallon of spit to transmit it. So when we talk about, kissing, closed mouth kissing, or if you're kissing someone to the extreme of saliva being, to infect somebody would be like if you had open sores in your mouth, or they had open sores or bleeding gums, some type of exchange through that way. But kissing, hugging, free hugs, being in a room with somebody, whether we're masturbating and you're not involving yourself with the other person's fluid, masturbation is safe sex. We talk about whether it's eating out to someone, doing someone's hair, mosquitoes, being in the pool, you're safe from all of that. When it comes to HIV, so don't be afraid that way.
Does the risk differ depending on the type of sex you're having, like from oral and vaginal and all that stuff?
There's 3 types of sex. So we have anal sex, vaginal sex, and oral sex. Okay. So when we talk about in terms of what's the riskiest, anal sex will be the riskiest, then vaginal sex, and then oral sex. So a person who's participating in anal sex, if they have any tears back there, then the bodily fluids that HIV could infect someone through that way. So the receiving person would be the one who would be most at risk for receiving HIV, only because the penis has a smaller opening. Mm-hmm. So you're able to receive more fluid than it's putting out. But a person who's on the penetrative end can also receive HIV from the person who's the bottom. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get you. I'm following you.
Right. Okay. And so when we talk about vaginal, of course, you have the vagina that is, a bigger hole than the opening of the penis. So the woman will be more receptive to receiving HIV, to getting HIV, rather than the guy who's penetrating. When it talks about oral sex, a lot of times it's like, well, I'm, just giving head. I ain't got nothing to worry about. Well, when we talk about the saliva or the bleeding gums or opening ulcers, that is when oral sex becomes more risky. Or if you have semen that's in your mouth that has the virus in there and it somewhere or another infects the inside, that's when oral sex will be the riskier. But when we talk about terms of riskiest, oral sex would be the safest, but not without being risky at all. Mm-hmm. I hope that makes sense.
Cool. Yeah, you good.
I
got
you.
Makes sense.
of course, heard about it before, but the difference between HIV and AIDS, can you kind of like elaborate a little bit?
Yeah, so a lot of times people use HIV and AIDS in the same sense, and that's not the case. So HIV is the virus, standing for human immunodeficiency virus. So a person who has HIV doesn't necessarily have AIDS. AIDS is the disease. So the way that a person progresses from HIV to AIDS, they're not taking their medicine, the virus gets out of control in their body. That's how they move on to AIDS. So people use that interchangeably, but they're not one and the same. Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make sure I answered it.
Yeah. Side note though. Okay. We heard Kanye West said Magic Johnson got a cure for AIDS in a song. What you feel about that?
So there's not a that's one that
maybe he getting treated or like.
So one of the things.
Where's the cue?
I don't know. Like, you find it somewhere, maybe I make some money off of it. So when we talk about people who are positive, HIV is no longer a death sentence. So when somebody's positive, not like, oh, you're just gonna, just go out and lead the world. Most of the time when we find out people who are positive, we want to get them into care. So the key is making sure that you're taking your medicine, making sure that you're into treatment. He's not cured.
Okay.
He's not. He's just healthy. He's a healthy HIV person, HIV positive person, which is what we want for people who have the virus.
Okay.
Good question.
Okay. Yeah.
So Magic
As
Johnson
an artist,
does not cure people.
Yeah. I had to ask, man.
Of course.
So I got a question. Can you have HIV and a STD at the same time?
Most definitely. So the way when we talk about how HIV was transmitted, so we talk about unprotected sex. So sexually transmitted infection, same thing. Yeah. So a person who has one STD or STI, we'll say if they have one that may cause them to have sores, open sores, so like syphilis or herpes or anything like that, that makes their body more susceptible to receiving the HIV virus. Because the way HIV virus attacks the body comes from an infected person and using the bodily fluids of an infected person and gets into an uninfected person to their mucous membranes. If your body's already trying to fight off something like a STI, it's already got its guard up. So those cells that are the healthy cells trying to fight off that, then there's nothing trying to fight off this other thing that might have came from, so we'll say HIV being that other thing. So then the body is susceptible and vulnerable and open to everything. So a lot of times people who are HIV positive end up maybe having another STI. And then HIV is one of those that can be treated but can't be cured, but you have some STIs that can be treated and cured. So things like, gonorrhea, chlamydia, like you can get rid of those, but HIV is there. As long as once you get it, it's there.
Clearly, two people having HIV still should use condoms because of the other STDs. But also with that, is there a chance that they might enhance the HIV into AIDS if they don't use condoms? I don't know.
Yes, so
I'm just guessing.
No. So that's a good question, a good point. So when it comes to HIV, there are different strands of HIV. If we all have different strands of HIV, whether it's A, B, C, and D, if you're taking a medicine for your strand and then I come and I'm not taking care of myself, so my HIV is just running rampant. So if I pass my strand on to yours, your medicine is not made to fight off the strand that I have. Does that make sense? So once you are kind of crossing up, that causes the stuff that you were doing to keep yourself protected and safe, then now it's coming and it's tearing all of that down. So now you have to try new medicines, and one medicine might not fight off that kind and it might fight off another kind. And so it just makes it very hard, much harder for you to find something that actually protects you. That actually stops the virus from making copies of itself. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Make sure. So if we had to wrap it up, Club AM, what would be Club AM's take-home message?
Just awareness, man. Take care of yourself. Be clean.
Okay.
Be honest with yourself, and if you have HIV, be honest with your partner. Love doesn't mean lie when it at the end it hurts the individual. So, yeah, honesty.
Good deal. So this has been awesome. Thank y'all so much for sitting here and chatting with me. I think I got something out of it. Good deal.
Brandon King here on behalf of UAB, and we're out here today on a beautiful, beautiful Sunday afternoon in Railroad Park, and we are quizzing people about their knowledge on HIV. A person can get HIV from oral sex.
Oh, false.
That's true.
Okay. True.
Okay.
False.
That is true.
Wow.
That is true.
False.
That is true.
True. It is true. It's
True.
Okay. You can get HIV if you eat or drink after a person with HIV, or if that person coughs or sneezes on you.
False.
Correct.
true.
That is false, my friend.
False.
Okay.
False.
Okay.
False.
Okay. A woman can get HIV if she has sex during her period.
True.
Okay. Come on, Reverend. Come on, Reverend. Give me the good news.
That's gonna be true.
All right.
It's gonna be true.
I'm stumping you on these questions.
Man.
Stumping you on these
That makes
questions.
sense, though. That's false.
That is true.
Oh.
That is true.
True, because it's fluids.
That's right. A woman can get HIV if she has sex during her period. I stumped you. I stumped you.
True.
That's true. I'm gonna repeat it though for you. A woman can get HIV if she has sex during her period. That is true, people. People are likely to get HIV from making out when kissing if their partner has HIV.
False.
Okay.
That's false.
Okay.
False.
Okay.
False.
I know unless they have cuts in their mouth, that's the only way you could get that. So I'm gonna say like false.
Okay. That's good. Thank you for helping out your gender.
No
Yes,
problem.
yes. Coming back at you.
Wake up! Wake up!
Hey, fed up, so we up trying to get food. You fools who got fed trying to get sleep. Would you walk through slit streets just to get yours? Wait a minute, can we let the pure warm up? On the day of 9/11, the recession started. Politicking cause I'm tripping off the campaigns. So with me knowing that, what you know good. We say the most, but we really don't know shit. So with us knowing that, what you know good. Get them hoes in them clothes, come and teach us. I just went far left with a little lust. I'ma get back right when I learn from it. See, it's the time of the day that controls you. Then the time of the day to loosen the chain. Now you might not get lots of sleep, but when you're hungry, can you really lay the fuck down? Shit, nah, like wild out, like pit bulls, get your shit pulled, like use rags and lock jaws. Fuck y'all, like good fellas, you better pay me. Full time in my mind, 40 acres from the city where the sun ain't shining. It's hot as hell, but that sun ain't shining. That's every bitch you better teach your son. Pretty ways never reach your son.
Wake up, hear that rooster crow.
Hear that rooster crow.
Nigga, wake up, hear that rooster crow.
Yeah, rooster crow.
that rooster crow. Wake up, hear that rooster crow.
Said wake up, hear that rooster crow.
Wake up, hear that rooster crow.
My nigga,
Wake up and hear that.
wake up, hear that.
Wake up, hear that rooster crow. Times get hard, so we used to poke. See the sun's out, and we used to glow. Trying to get your 80 when you win slow. Win. Nighttime, so we used to go. We working hard, and we gon' win. How y'all weed and oxygen? Climb to the top, who spot we in? And they answer that like Iverson. I'm Frankenstein, I feel alive again. So many hoes in this house of sin. Well, I suppose to. Right with a pen, she make rooster crows. She's a hen. Time's up, no time to spend. One time for them accomplishments. Saying fuck all of them 1%, 99% be damaging. And half of these niggas is just ignorant. Might lead y'all nigga like Harriet. I'm straight to the throne, I'm arrogant. Chariot, carry it, bury it. Hussein in the air again. Put your motherfucking hands up. One time.
Hey, wake up, hear that rooster crow.
Said wake up, hear that rooster crow.
My nigga, wake up and hear that rooster crow.
Said wake up, hear that rooster crow.
Wake up, hear that rooster crow.
Hear that rooster crow.
Hear that rooster crow.
Nigga, wake up. Just wake up.
When the world sleeps, we run our tests to make the world peace. On our quest to make the world reek. Smell the aroma of a cup of Corona and Fritos because a nigga been on his feet.
Why?
Cause he knows the only way for him to compete is grinding. Tony Hawk homework assignment. Simon says the game is cold no matter if Satan's to control up the climate. Will a brother ever stop rhyming? On the never ending ladder could you stop climbing? No. Thinking you gon' never top my bitch? Young nigga dumb, his behavior is mindless. My patience thin, behavior timeless. Patience pretends to be healthy. I find it funny for dummies who stick to their tummy to run up in front me and think they can front me. Style. Try my hypothesis. The clock insists that I ain't got time for this. The time you spent wasting on trying to fit in. I'm out on the strip. That's another attempt to trends forever exempt for shucking with strength. The fins of a shark in the water. Sharp is the order. I draw with the pen. The Lord of my culture, your sons and your daughters is back in Gomorrah again.
Yeah, cool.